Hi, Wicked Little Pixie. This is TJ Michaels, and hello to all your readers. I am absolutely thrilled to be going to the Authors After Dark convention in New Orleans this year. I am also thrilled to be the leader of the ZART team. Basically, it's the Zombie Apocalypse Response Team, because I heard that the zombie apocalypse is happening in New Orleans, so we have to come and save your ass. If you'd like to be a part of ZART, get on board. Not to mention, it's going to be a really, really neat promo, so look for me. Anyway, you had some questions that you wanted me to answer. Happy to do a video interview instead of the written one, so you can see all the wacky expressions that I make when I'm talking and things. First question. What is the first book you remember reading and loving as a child? That's a hard one. When I was about 12, my mom got me the box set, the whole thing, for The Lord of the Rings. So I read The Hobbit, Fellowship of the Ring, and then Two Towers, Return of the King, the whole thing. And I love big epic stories like that. So I'm actually starting to write that way, write stories that have really big worlds and things like that. So I think that would have to be my favorite. Next question is, what is your first memory of realizing you were passionate about writing? Well, about 20 years ago. Gosh, my daughter, she's 22 now, and I think she might have been 4 at the time. But a friend of mine, we were sitting and we were reading Golden Surrender by Heather Graham. And I really didn't mean it at the time, but I looked at her and I said, we could write that. And so I sat down and actually started writing my first book. And as I began getting into it, I'm like, oh man, I'm really enjoying this. So now I didn't do anything with that book. It sat on the shelf forever. But about, 2005-ish, something like that, my kids were big and they were like, Mom, when are you going to do something with that big book you wrote a long time ago? And so I sat down, I wrote a new book, which is now out on the prowl. It was originally published as Prime to Pounce, and I've been going ever since. So, loving it. Next question. When you need to find inspiration in music, what do you turn to? It depends on what I'm writing. Like right now I have some smooth R&B playing. Hey, let me turn it up a little bit. Take it forth. All right. Hey. Anyway, so sometimes I listen to this kind of stuff. Sometimes I'm listening to rock and roll, really hard screaming rock and roll if I'm writing an intense dark scene. Sometimes I'm listening to some really raunchy, sexy stuff if I'm, writing up the smexing. So I like everything. Believe it or not, I even have a Rascal Flatts song that I love, and that's country. Who'd have thought, right? Next question. Do you have a guilty pleasure on TV? Not really. I'm such a geek. If I have a guilty pleasure, it's video games. My son, bless his heart, got me hooked on World of Warcraft a few years ago, and now I'm playing Star Wars: The Old Republic. So those are, big online games where you can play by yourself or with other people. So I think that's my guilty pleasure right there. I don't do a lot of TV, really. I like the Discovery Channel, geeky stuff, History International, that kind of thing. I don't do reality TV. It just works my nerves. Now, if one of you have a reality TV show that you think would be to my liking, please pass it on. I'm willing to try it, but so far I have just not been impressed. And let's see. What is the first thing you plan on doing upon arriving to New Orleans for Authors After Dark? I'm going to hook up with my ZART girls. And you can be one. So the Zombie Apocalypse Response Team, I'm hooking up with them. And our fabulous Mistress of Ceremony, Miss Joey Hill, is actually part of the ZART Kick Butt team. There are some authors who are not going to the AAD conference that are still part of the ZART team, and they're awesome, like Megan Hart. Tilly Green is on the team. She will be there. And whether you're an author or a reader, if you want to get on board and be part of the Zombie Apocalypse Response Team, bring it. Our job, we have to save New Orleans from the zombies. We have to save them. And we're going to have a really good time while we're doing it. So, hope to see you at Authors After Dark. If you are going to be at the conference, look me up. I love to hang out, really. We can do breakfast or lunch or dinner or coffee, something. Just find me. Whether you are participating as part of ZART or not. Now, some people are asking, well, what's ZART? What are you talking about? Basically, it's a big contest. It's more around a social event, such as the zombie apocalypse, rather than a specific book theme. And we'll be giving away, starting in March, we'll be giving away a book a week, including new releases from the participating authors that are on the zombie apocalypse response team. And the grand prizes, now whether you win the book a week or not, your name goes into a hat to win some grand prizes. So we're giving away 4 huge baskets with premium promo. That means no paper is in it except for books. So books, t-shirts, mugs, things like that. 4 big gift baskets with that. And the grand prize is a fully paid registration to next year's Authors After Dark conference in Savannah, Georgia. So be looking for details on ZART. Look me up on Facebook. There'll be details on my author Facebook page about it, and who's playing and all that other kind of stuff. This is going to be a lot of fun and lots of more goofy video like this one. Anyway, bye, and thanks for having me.